Hi, I'm Leanne from Bat Lady Herbals, and welcome to my video. Today I wanted to introduce you to a plant that is local to Central and North Florida, but some people even see it as far north as South Georgia and around the entirety of the Gulf of Mexico, down into Central America. And that plant is commonly called Browne Savory or St. John's Mint. Now I'm standing on a mat of it. It's an excellent ground cover. But if allowed to grow higher than an inch, it also has beautiful flowers. Now the scientific name for this is Clinopodium brownii, but it used to be known as Micromeria brownii. This lovely plant is in the mint family or the Lamiaceae family and has all the characteristics of that family, which means if you look closely, it has a square stem, the leaves have opposite placement, and though you can't tell this on the video, when you break off a leaf and crush it, it's highly aromatic. And actually, the common name of St. John's Mint comes from the quality of that smell, because it smells like mint. It also comes from the fact that this plant is really easy to find around the St. Johns River here in Florida. Now, not only does it smell like mint, but it also can be used like mint in cooking. So any desserts that call for mint, any salads where you want to add a little touch of that minty freshness to them, or even in some Mediterranean, Middle Eastern foods that call for mint, you can use this plant. But the use that it's most known for is actually as a tea. This is one of Florida's best native teas. Not only is this tea extremely pleasant and has all the aromatic qualities of mint, including a slight ability to stimulate the brain, it also has amazing medicinal qualities. St. John's Mint helps with headaches, either as a tea, or you can infuse it in an oil and rub that on your temples to help ease tension headaches. You can use that same oil as drops in your ear whenever you have an earache. This plant is antispasmodic, which means you can use it as an oil on muscle cramps to help ease those cramps, or you can drink it as a tea as a preventative of those same muscle cramps. Now the tea is also a really good antispasmodic for your stomach, which means it'll help with stomach cramps, helps ease digestion, and it's a carminative, which means it helps prevent flatulence. It's also a great upper respiratory herb. It helps in the case of asthma, to open up your lungs. It also helps in cases of whooping cough, for children who just have that horrible cough that won't go away. It'll help get rid of that. It's an expectorant, which means that it helps your lungs to get rid of any phlegm or mucus that has built up in them. But it also helps to soothe the throat and calm coughs that aren't productive. Browne Savory is also really good anti-inflammatory herb. You can drink it or eat it throughout the day to help reduce inflammation in your joints if you have arthritis, or you can use that same infused oil that we talked about earlier as a liniment or a rub on your joints to help soothe the inflammation from that. Or you could also use it as a poultice. Now the poultice is also really well known for help with easing the pains that come with gout and rheumatism. Now, since this herb is pretty local to this area, there's not a lot of uses that you'll find in any other cultures really, but there are some uses in Native American culture. The Cherokees not only use this for whooping cough and rheumatism and gout, they also cooked with it quite often. Now, if you drive through Florida and all of a sudden there's a whiff of mint in the air, usually this plant is to blame for that, along with maybe a car wreck, because it is so aromatic. When you walk through a field of it, or when a car is pushed off the road into a field of it, it releases all those amazing aromatic qualities into the air, and the scent left over from that can last for several days. Usually this is likely to happen in places like I-95 or I-4, close to the St. Johns River. Brown savory is also known as a water mint or aquatic mint because it likes its feet wet. It does grow in standing water, but it also grows beside water. If it's not damp, it's not going to be happy. Now, along with many other members of the mint family, the St. John's mint helps to repel insects such as mosquitoes, fleas, and even those pesky gnats that like to bug you in the summertime. But it also goes a little further and will actually kill certain fleas. So this is a great plant to use on your pets if you have pets who are outside a lot, afraid of getting flea issues. Now, not a lot of literature can be found on this plant and how it's used because it is so local to Florida. But it does contain the same essential oils that you can find in pennyroyal, so it can be used interchangeably with pennyroyal. However, with that comes the same cautions and warnings that pennyroyal has. The essential oil from these plants is well known to cause problems with your liver if you have a pre-existing liver condition. It also is an extremely strong emmenagogue, which means that it has the effect on women of making their uterus contract, which does mean that in early stages of pregnancy it could cause some problems, even miscarriage. So this plant should be avoided during all stages of pregnancy and breastfeeding because it is so potent that it could cause some problems in younger children. That being said, it also shares many of the same qualities as mint, and in many cases can be substituted for mint. Just use a lighter amount of St. John's mint than you would a peppermint. So thank you for joining me today. As always, I'm Leanne from Bat Lady Herbals. If you like what I'm doing, please consider finding me on Patreon and becoming a patron. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of any videos I put up in the future. Also, if you like the shirt, you can find it and many of other designs by me on Teespring. The links are going to be down below for that. Find my blog and follow that. And follow me on social media. I am on Facebook and Instagram at Bat Lady Herbals. Thank you very much and have a great day.